You see how the bubbles are bubbling in the pan? That's how you know when your pancakes are almost ready to turn, when they start bubbling up. And so that they don't brown or overcook, pull them off the heat so that they can continue. That way you don't have the burnt up pancakes, okay? And if anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, I'm teaching me how to make pancakes, okay? Now you see, you turn them over. They're not overdone and burnt. They're nice golden color, okay? That's how you make your pancakes. Put them back over the heat after you turn them over and let them finish cooking. And as you can see, he asked me could I make pancakes in different shapes. So those are the ones with an L and a V. Then the rest of them are circles, sausage patties. And after this, I do the cheese and eggs. Okay, I'm gonna share a secret with how I do my cheese and eggs and make them nice and cheesy. I take a little milk and then my shredded cheese with a little butter and put it in the pan and melt it like this. So the cheese is melting, which makes a little creamy cheese. And you see the oil right there? That's the butter that don't melt it, blending in with some milk into the cheese. So now you see the cheese melting and it's turning creamy, okay? Now I'm gonna crack my eggs in that. I already took it off the heat. So let me crack my eggs. Okay, now what I did, as you see, I cracked my eggs and put my eggs into with the cheese that I had melted with the milk. Now I put my salt, my black pepper, in it. Tap my yolks. Now if you want to crack your eggs in a bowl, and then after you crack your eggs in a bowl, you want to pour them in after you don't stir them, you can do it that way too. Same steps. Now I bring it over to the eye and stir it, and I'm gonna let it cook, and I'm gonna keep stirring it. I'm gonna have to move the phone from my hand so I can stir it fast. So I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, now as you see, it's looking creamy as I stir it, but I have to keep stirring it. You see how creamy they look? The cheese blending in, the eggs, the milk, it all blends together. It makes your eggs nice and soft. A nice soft scrambled cheese and egg. So they're nice and fluffy. And you keep mixing them. But I had to pause it so I can free my hand while it was still wet, because I needed both hands. Like one hand is holding the handle, but when it's really wet, you really need to hold it real sturdy with the other hand. And I advise you to use a non-stick pan when you're doing this. Don't use a copper pan or a metal pan. Use a non-stick or Teflon pan, so that as you stir it, you get a chance to cook the eggs and get them nice and fluffy and cheesy without them drying out and sticking all to the pan. And that's why you constantly are stirring them so that they don't dry out. Okay? But as you see, they're nice and fluffy and soft. Soft scrambled cheese and eggs. Now they're all done cooking. Now the good thing about cooking breakfast with dinner is on Saturday night, when Mini-Me's here, or even if he's not here, I'm normally up to about 3 or 4 in the morning watching animation cartoons, and he watch them with me. So we're up to, like I said, 3:30. So in the middle of the night, we'll eat something like some sandwiches, or tonight we're gonna eat pizza. So I'll heat the pizzas, take the pizzas and put them in the oven and finish them off, because I just grabbed some pizzas from Walmart and just got to put them in the oven for about 14-15 minutes. They taste pretty good, the little Walmart pizza. So we'll have them for dinner. But as you see, I cooked enough breakfast that we can eat now for dinner, as you see, 6 o'clock. And what we'll do is after we eat this, it'll still be half. Now what I did is I added a little more cheese on top of the eggs so you can see the cheese for folks who don't see the cheese. But that's it. Sausage, eggs, pancakes. Saturday night dinner.